minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 another 2 minutes.
Okay, sir, finish already.
So today will be practical 6, not practical 6, tutorial 6, which we have delayed a lot, but not really delayed a lot, because 7 and 8 also done already, So if we finish 6, that means we finish 8 already. And how many tutorial we have? We only have 10, yeah, still can, I think still can, still able to do so. So Miss Chow is very unhappy about the late, but for this class I checked already, only one person is late. The other all in REI, and other class even worse, maybe due to I always beg you all, don't late. What's normal, if you are in face-to-face exam, you cannot late anyhow. Face-to-face, we will stand next to you, ask you to tie up all the string, then write all the thing, and turn out. I think at most you can late for 1 minute only. Unlike now, we can allow you to have 30 minutes those thing. So actually, I plan to have some interview for the late. So because I actually quite curious, why will be late? Is it the question too hard or anything? Miss Chong, Miss Chong, Miss Chong, Miss Chong, interview. Miss Chong, is it very hard? Really, the question, the ESBN, is it very hard? What you mean by must this score not dim? Dim is dim. like hope or knowledge. Can anyone help?
Layer 3, sorry.
Layer 3, correct, because you see they give IP address, so what did that layer 2, what is the address there? When I say layer 2 address, is what address? Can someone help me out? Layer 2 address, NIC, they got another name, NIC is not the official one, MAC address, okay, get it, so don't confuse yourself. Actually, layer 2 and layer 3 is the one we touch the most, because layer 1 or the physical one, electronic powers, go to physics already. At least electronic engineering already, so it's a little bit out of scope already. Then they go to physics, then the gelombang, remember that those waveform, they come in already, interference, and If you talk about layer 4 later, we'll talk about the layer 4. And actually 5, 6, 7 is in the TCP IP model is considered the same layer. And that's why actually we touch a lot on layer 2 and layer 3, as particular in this subject. And layer 4 is more towards the session port, those things, which later we introduce another address. We have lot address one, IP address, MAC address, then we have the port. Port is a software port that later we will introduce. It's something that nothing to do, it's not a physical port, it's not a something that you can touch on. It's a software port, your numbers there. Quite important when we do the setting for firewall. Later when we learn firewall, not in this subject, not in this subject. We have some subject that we have an access control list. We list out all the firewall. Certain IP can go in, certain IP cannot go in. Certain IP only can go to website but cannot download files. Certain IP can download files but cannot go to website. They all realized using the IP address and also the port. Yeah, that one not in this subject anyhow. So the answer from Chahan is very official. Give address, encapsulate. Okay. Then after that, they route it through the IP, and also the decapsulation you can get from the slide, which understanding is more important than memorization. But did not mean memorization not important. If you can memorize it, you can easily find the detail in the slide. Then you can rewrite it. Understanding is still important, because without understanding, I don't think you can rewrite. Then you just end up with you're copying the slide, which may most probably you have the deduction marks. So let's briefly describe 3 characteristics of Internet IPv4 version. So I also confused with the question. Let's look at others person to see anyone give me any enlighten. Because they should ask what is IP. They should not add IP v4, because if you put the IPv4 there, most probably a lot of time I would think it's a comparison with the comparison with the IPv6. Then I will come out with a lot of weird questions, which I look at the answer and the question that they asked did not seem to be like this. So the answer about the IP is it's not correct for Cassandra. So yeah, I know the question is very confusing. So actually they want to describe the characteristic of Internet protocol. We don't care whether it's v4 or not. Because v4 and v6 also the same. The answer they try to ask is actually confusing already. Sorry to say so. So let's look at the slide. Do we have any slide that I can refer to a characteristic of IP? Don't put a v4 there. If you put a v4 there, then definitely you automatically compare with v6. Because v4 and v6 should be the same, the characteristic of IP. IP is in a protocol. If you look at it, IP means that IP, the name is Internet Protocol. Itself is already a protocol. Itself is already a protocol. So let's go for, I should go for the slide. Just like I lack of 2 chapters, like maybe I need to get from Miss Chow there. So yeah, you see that characteristics of IP. So first thing, connectionless. So he did not initiate any communication before they send. That means they send, they don't ask for the permission of the receiver, because this one is done in layer 4 later. Layer 4 later. So they shift the workload to layer 4 so that they don't have this workload. Connectionless. Then after that, best effort delivery. That means they don't care about reliable delivery or not, because they also will be handled by layer 4. Even layer 7 of software, they have the built-in reliability. That's why I said already, I don't care whether the person should receive or not. I don't care. Just send me. Don't care mode. Go to I don't care mode. And why they can still work with the I don't care mode, because they have another layer take care of it. So this layer don't need to take care of this thing. We don't need every layer also take care of this, so that they have a redundant in the function and processor. So this layer did not take care of it, the other layer take care of it. Done. Still okay. As long as the whole packet, the whole PDU we send out, we have some layer that handle this. And because we have already have some layer 4 will handle this. So layer 3 don't need to check this thing. So this IP, so they have a connectionless. I send without asking permission. I don't care whether you receive or not, or you are ready to receive or not. And actually, I give you some hints. This layer 4, they will handle it. Okay. Then after that, best effort delivery is unreliable. I just send out. I don't care whether you receive or not, because they also will be handled by the layer 4. This is layer 3. Okay, remember that. And the layer 4, even if some of the thing, if you're using UDP, then the layer 4 did not check for it, did not being reliable. Layer 7 can add also. Layer 7 actually don't have the reliability, but layer 7 is the software. Your software can add in their own. You can program the software to have checking mechanism to ensure it's reliable with all the CRC there. Because layer 7 is the software already. You can dump in any software. Then the software, the imagination and limitation is only based on your imagination. You can program everything. You want to do everything also can. Even some function that IP did not give you, you can also program to your programmer. So it's a side note here. So best effort analysis. Then after that, media independent. Media independent. This is the something very important. This is different. Is media independent. So media independent. Why they don't care about the media? Whether you send through wireless, you send through cable, you send through satellite, you send through telephone line. Don't care. They don't care. Why? Because it's handled by another layer. What is the layer? They handle media. Anything that handle media. Which layer? Common? Common, are you here, Common?
Yes, sir.
So which layer handle media?
Physical layer.
No, physical layer is layer 1, right?
Yes.
Layer 2, handle media. Because what is media? You look at MAC address. What is the long name of MAC address? MAC address is what is MAC address? MAC address. I don't want MAC address. MAC address. MAC address is media access control address. So MAC address is which layer? It's layer 2. So remember, actually this subject we seldom touch about layer 1. Because it's too technical already. They translate into pulse, they translate into light, then they translate and they all have the high low. It's too technical to take care of your all IT student. Okay, so this is the answer. This is the answer I want. I know the question is confusing. Characteristics of IPv4. Let's imagine that we're from different perspective. We just read this. Characteristic of IPv4, then is compared with the V6. Then more like they will almost similar like this one, limitation of IPv4. The IP address already almost depleted, almost used up. Almost used up. Okay, let's see, Chang Xiaoyi, what is the answer you get? IPv4 support VLSM. IPv4 use post address resolution protocol. to map to MAC. Chang Yi, during final don't write this. I don't think your handwriting is very hard to read, but the thing is I totally don't understand what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
The don't okay only. After that, everyone not okay. I not okay. You also not okay. What is? Can you read this for me? This sentence.
Okay.
Can you read this? Read this now. Read it loud. I want to know what you try to say.
Oh, IPv4 uses the post address resolution protocol to map to MAC address.
Any typo there? What is post address resolution protocol? PA got this one. Okay. You not aware this Post address resolution. We give you this thing. Post address resolution protocol. Why you put a post there? I'm curious. Then the MAC address should be MAC, right? Not K, right? Without K, right?
Yeah, maybe syntax error.
Okay, very hard to read. Okay. Don't do so after that. I will blank here.
Okay.
And normally we don't use too many times to mark the thing. I look at it to map the address. Okay. I'm confused already.
Okay.
So never mind. We go ahead to I want to see anyone having special answer. Yeah, look very your own work, okay lah. But I know it's a question problem, so we don't further do on it. We should go into the briefly describe two limitations of IPv4. Not enough address. So depletion, yes, not enough address. The second thing is lack of end-to-end connectivity is a lot of time they need a designated non-private address or public address to realize certain functions like point-to-point server like point-to-point server. So if you're using the private address there, using the NLT, the server cannot work. So that's why all the server they have a public address, then you buy one. You cannot use the private address that can keep on being reused. And this is actually a private address, you know, because 192.168 actually is a private address. You can reuse. Your house also can have 192.168.1.1. Everyone can have. But the public address only is the one that when you already buy it, that address only for your server. So everyone can use that IP to reach that server. So two of the things. Let's go for very simple. Pang Yap Sing. So want to see anything special? Depletion, end-to-end connectivity. These two things. I think then I think then most of you will be the same. Then we go for Q4. We go for Q4. Q4 is a lot of info there. They have MAC address. They have IP address. Then they have port there. Oh, it's very comprehensive. So with the very comprehensive, then actually they want you to locate directly connected route and remote route for router one. Okay, look at it. Router one. Where's router one here? So the directly connected route. Okay, let's go for. I do a print screen here. Okay, you open with the pen. I press here. They say router one. Okay, target is router one. Router one. Okay. They want the 3 marks. Directly connect rows. Directly connect. Directly connect, this means they have some port. I think I better record this one. I better record this one. Because this is something new. But I think Michelle did show you, but anyhow, I record this one. This is a 3 marks in final, actually, a very easy one. So they say based on router 1, they want the directly connected routes and remote routes. That means the direct connect network and also the remote network. They actually is the direct connect network and remote network. So and what is the direct connect network? Very simple. Remember, a network means that they want network address. Direct connect network is this one. They connect to this one here. Okay. This port G00. Then after that, another direct one is this one. Okay. Then they connect through Z01 here. Okay. Then the third direct connect network actually is this one. Remember, they have one serial port they connect through here. 0000. Okay. And this should be DCE for me. Okay. Then after that, what is the remote? I changed the thing. A remote is the one that far from me. They don't have anything that connect to the port in a router. So this is the remote. Remote is this one. And this one is another remote. So they have 2 remote. And remember to put network address and also the CIDR there, /34 there. So this is the answer. This is the answer. Okay, this is the answer. So I take a look on others people answer to see whether we have the right candidate. Yeah, I think so. You all know how to do it already. Jajan is doing it fine. So I'm back to the thing. Yes. Okay. Very simple. Oh, extremely simple. 3 marks. So since it's 3 marks, I stop the recording. Make the video short. In case you overlook it. So we continue with the second one. Using the table format and the above and below. Where is below? Below should be above. Should be above. Because this one don't have MAC address there. The word is wrong. Above. So write the layer 3 and layer 2 and layer 3 address. Just now I test you already. Layer 2 address is MAC address. Layer 3 address is IP address. Layer 2 address is MAC address. Layer 3 address is IP address. So let's take a look. I think I need to get something from the other group. I get from the REI group. REI group, I think they cover it already. REI group. So we go for the. I think I normally will add in the BSM book there. Don't have. Okay, never mind. If don't have, then most probably I will do it again. I will do it again. Let's get the RST. We use the VLSM book as a start. VLSM book. Oh yeah, I don't want to use VLSM. I check another material. Then after that, create sheet. Tutorial 6. I think it's tutorial 6. Question. Okay, what is the question? Question 4 I would say 4. Question 4. And 4. I would say here, all student. Okay, to post it. I think I changed the name here. P6Q4 BIG2004. Okay, so do I share to you already? Okay, never mind. Okay, share already. So let's look at this is the same picture. Okay, so look at the question. What they want? They want step. Layer 2, layer 2. Okay, let's go for how many steps we have. How many steps we have? First thing, this is steps, and this is a layer 2 address, right? Layer 2 source address. Layer 2 source address. Then you have a layer 2 destination address. Layer 2 destination. Do I have enough time? Address. Then I copy this one. I change to layer 3. Layer 3. Layer 3 destination address. Okay, then we're done already. So you see that what do they want? What do they do? We look at the question first. That they do is write the layer 2 and layer 3 address of PC0 ping to PC3. Add row to table 1 if necessary. So how many steps we have? First thing, we don't know how many steps. But from layer 2 to layer 3, they want all the MAC address and IP address, which actually we did learn in practical. So PC0 ping to PC3. PC0 ping to PC3, they have 1 hop, 2 hop, 3 hop. Then after that, the return 1 hop, 2 hop, 3 hop. So it's 6 steps. It's a 6 step. So we have step PC0 to router 0. Okay, router 0. Router 0, router 0 to router 1, router 1 to PC3, then PC3 to router 1, router 1 to router 1, not to PC3, router 1 to router 0, router 0, 0. Okay, so this is the sixth step. This is the 6th step. Okay, then we go ahead with continue with the question. What did they ask? Oh, ping. They want all the changes. Okay, so if I from PC0 to router 0, what is my source MAC address? Is this one? 00 top 00DO. Can I grab here? Cannot. 00DOBA8E. Zoom a bit. Okay. So it's 00DOBA8E 741A. 741A. Remember to put the dot. Dot. Then the destination MAC address. MAC address is definitely next hop. Next hop. So next hop is D1. Z00 is this one. 0001 C700 5501. So 0001 C70 and 5501. Okay, 5501. And what is the source and IP address? Layer 3 address is this one. 193.168.10.10. IP address is not network address. 193.168.10.10. 193.168.192 is 193. Very special one. 168.10.10. Okay. Destination, okay, destination is slightly different already. Destination never change, so it's immediately to PC3 already. Remember, along the way, only next hop changing, so the MAC address keep on changing, but the PC did not change. So the IP address did not change from start to end when they reach the destination. So it's 11.1.2.10. So it's 11.1.11.1.2.10. Okay, so we know that they won't change for the first three steps. They won't change for the first three steps because only when they reach, when they want to return, and these two will be reverse. These two will be reverse when they reach the destination. Back to theory. Back to theory. But the MAC address keep on changing, and a lot of time they will change to very, very different one. So from R0 to R1, different already. Not this one go to here because you already walk into the door. You already walk into the door. You are inside the router already. So what is your source? What is your source? Your source already become this one, 5503 already, not 5501. So this is the thing that actually your source address is 5503. And your destination will be this one, 0002 A385. 0002 A385 9703. 9703. Okay. Then from R1 to PC3, R1 to PC3. I want to go to PC3. Which road I'm doing? This one, this one, 001. So it's 9702, 9702. So I can copy this one, but they are different. This is 9702. Is that source? Then the destination, yeah, this one, 00D01042. 00D01042 E885. 85. Okay. Then when we back already, this definitely the same. This is a PC3 MAC address. PC3 only have one MAC address. You notice that the router got a lot of MAC address one. Go to 9702. 9702. Okay, good. Back ready. Then from R1 to R0, R1 is 9703 to 5503. So it's 9703, not 9702, 9703 to 5503. You look at the point. 9703 is this thing. Go to here, 5503. So after that, when you want to have router 0 to the PC is 5501 to 741A. 5501 to 741A. And you have the full answer here already. You have the full answer here already. Which I put in the G6Q4. So far, anyone confused? Don't know how to do? Get it? Noel, okay, Noel? Noel?
Is this from the lecture 6?
I think this is from the practical.
Oh.
The packet tracer that we see on the layering. Never learned before.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So you condense a bit. If you have any question, you can ask. How about anyone? Anyone know what I'm doing? Leaning on. Some of the practical have. We go and see the packet. We open up the packet. We not look at the source and destination IP source and the destination MAC address. We even notice that the MAC address very different. They come with destination first, only source. And if you look at the IP in the packet, it's IP address first, only source first, only destination. Remember our practical, don't give back already. Anyone get it? No one get it? If you not get it, please prepare the question to ask. But anyhow, I put the thing on the Google Classroom already. You can take a look. You can take a look. So we continue with the question. Still got a lot. Okay, so Q5, based on the figure below, identify the remote network and next hop address. They are slightly different. They are slightly different. So I actually will also use the print screen. Use the print screen. So they are slightly different, but very easy actually. Okay, here. So remote network, they want router 1. Okay, the question, they actually want both. Let's go for router 1 first. The answer, we want router 1 first. We want router 1. Okay, router 1. So what is a remote network? That means not local. This is local. This is local. So the remote will be this one and also this one. So and what is the next hop address? If I want to go to this remote, I need to go to this one. Next hop. Next hop address means this one. So if I go to this one, what is the next hop? Same. Also this one. This one. Okay. Answer already. This is for router 1. I better, this one I also better recording. I better record the thing. Okay. But I will start recording using the router 2. They are the same. I just repeat only. I hope you are with me. Okay, the recording start already. Then we go for router 2. Let's aim for the router 2. Router 2 thing. They want the remote network. What is the remote network? The one that did not have something that connect to the router. They only want to have one remote network. Is this one. 10.1.0.0/16 network address with the CIDR already, the subnet mask stay already. So if I want to reach this network, what is the next hop? Next hop, definitely I will next hop here. So it's this address, and this is not network address. This is IP address. So just like this only. And if you still want to test, this is the local one. This is local for router 2. This is local for router 2. And even this is local for router 2. They did not put there, but actually it's 192.168.2.0/30 network address. So I end the recording. The recording is extremely short. So you need to know that what is remote network, what is local network or dynamic connected network. Two things. This is the normal question like this one. Where's the question? Don't have. Okay. Okay. So and also what is the next hop? What is the next hop? Address. One thing. We only jump from router to router. Switch we did not consider next hop address because a lot of time VLAN is for setting proposal in the switch, not for port or next hop. So normally involve router. This one so simple. We only use the IP address, or are there others we need to guess? So first thing, we definitely only use the IP address shown, and I don't think we need to guess, especially exam. The real life one depends on the person, the network engineer, how they do it. But in exam, we won't confuse. If you remember confusing, I tell you we purposely one. Okay, some of the questions not. But some of the questions they purposely confuse you because they want you to see from different perspectives. But in exam, we don't confuse you. So you only use the IP address shown. If they want you to guess, they will tell you. But even they give you the address already, you need to be careful. If we need IP address, you just immediately use it. If we need network address, you will need to do the ending process to come out with the network address. Sometimes they are not the network address because you need to know there's some question they need network address there. They cannot put IP address there. They should put network address there. then you give them an IP address, then something very, very, very weird already. Although I think the packet tracer and I think the RAID equipment, they can automatically calculate for you. Because in the packet tracer, if I put in IP address as in my OSPF, sometimes they will automatically calculate for me the network address, and after that I notice the setting already changed to network address, even I key in IP address. But that one is automated by the system. As a student, you need to differentiate the IP address and network address. You need to differentiate in theory. So you need to know what is the theory, what is different between network address and IP address. And network address is something that you should not assign to any device. It actually represents a group of IP address. Network address represents a group of IP address. And they cannot, that particular .0 network address should not be assigned to any host. And IP address, different IP address is the one that we give to the thing. So the theory is still very important. Okay. The tutorial question. So this is just very simple. Next hope I think I covered already. So differentiate between physical address and logical address. The one physical address and logical address is they just repeat only. The physical address actually is MAC address, and logical address is IP address. Okay. I hope someone know how to do it. Very hard to read. Go for the some others person. So physical address cannot be changed. It's similar to the name of a person. Logical address similar to the address of the person is assigned to each host by a network administrator. Okay. I think the understanding from T. Keng Yan is there. But please put the name address and IP address there. I think you will get full marks on that. If you put like that, I sense your understanding. I think you understand. But maybe I cannot give you full marks. T. Keng Yan? T is here or not?
Okay.
Okay. So okay, still I think still okay. Everyone get it? Okay. So what is the next one? Okay, this is the one that getting trapped. A lot of people getting trapped. So with reference to figure 2, answer the following question. In figure 2, identify the default gateway for server and smartphone. They never give you any IP address. They only want to tell you what is your default gateway, at what device, at what port. Okay, so let's go for it. Anyone tahu macam mana buat? Yeah, T. Keng Yan is the one fall into the trap. The very first question I'm asking to you, inside here got how many subnet or how many local area network? Can someone answer me?
One.
One. Yeah. If you know it's one, then you know how to answer already. Then the answer is, if smartphone want to go, what is default gateway? Somewhere you walk out of your LAN, walk out from your LAN to reach the internet, reach the outsider world. It's your door of your house. So if you want to walk out, what's your default gateway? It's attached to router. So you only have one router. So it's router 1. Then you only connect to one port in the router 1, G00, G00. So that one is the default gateway, regardless of whether you are smartphone or server. Both the same, because you only one LAN. So then you normally, what is the default gateway for smartphone? R1 G00. What is the default gateway for server? R1 G00. Then you get 4 marks. 4 marks. So a lot of people fall into that trap. And in fact, during the diploma class, everyone fall into that trap. No one is getting the thing. Good. Who can how know what is happening? Luckily you add R1 there. Remember the question 1, the device name and interface. Yeah, to get how to do it. Good. I should proceed. So the continuity is actually when the PC want to send message to the registration PC, want to send message to library PC, it's not required to have a default gateway. Do we agree or disagree? Justify your answer. Very simple. It's in the same LAN, then we don't need default gateway. If they are not in the same LAN, then the default gateway is a must. But they are in the same LAN. So the switch definitely can do the function to forward from registration to library. So whether they are broadcast or unicast is depend on their MAC address table. If their MAC address table have all the detail, then it's a unicast to library. If their MAC address table lacking of the library MAC address, most of them broadcast to everyone. Then library will accept it, and the other will discard it. So this is something you don't forget about the ARP and also the MAC address table. MAC address table in the switch and the ARP table in your PC or even in your router and address resolution protocol. So this is the must be agree because default gateway, I think Cato definitely know because he knows the default gateway is G00. For those that don't know, do you agree? Agree. Default gateway is use of then why your second correct but your first one is wrong? Never mind. Okay. So commencing. Okay, let's look at LinkedIn on. Sim subnet. One. Okay, Link, you are forgetting to telling the port, because port is very important. If you really notice that, if you notice that R1 is default port, you cannot put R1 there because if you look at this one, you see, I put R1, let's say I put R2. How many ports I have? I have more than 3 ports, actually not only 3 ports, 4 or 5 ports. And all of them can be default gateway if you program it. At least you see router 2 already have 2 default gateway because this dot is the default gateway for this network. This dot is the default gateway for this network. And that's why you need to tell us the port number. Which Link your answer is not correct. Not enough. Link, okay, Link. So don't fall into the trap. So child. Nothing. Okay, Peachy also okay. Understanding is there. Not copying one, I hope. If you do it yourself, definitely you mean you understand already. So we don't need to worry. And Chan Wei Ho, this one is different perspective. Location in the memory, I think is computer architecture or operating system. Not networking. Not networking. You are talking about the memory addressing in I think chip engine of those things. Those memory, I think I have a chip engine. I have a chip engine there. You have a chip engine, then you simply open any software. Let's scan. Then after that, I have a memory view, and this is all the address. I know this is all the address. But you are trying to tell me this thing. But not this thing. Chan Wei Ho, Chan. Not this thing. Copy from wrong perspective already. This is networking subject. Not computer architecture. Or not some offline game hacking. Not for online game hacking. This is just hacking your memory only. So did I have any other thing to talk about? I need a port number, right? You don't have the port number.
Okay.
You did not read the question carefully. The question, I think that is specific interface. The interface is the port number. Okay. So we continue to see. Zero, is it? Yeah, correct. So good job for Q. Okay. So I think I end the class now. I have to end the tutorial now. be fine based on your answer. Not bad anyhow. Okay. So I go to the last